should be on Wild 'N Out. Nah, I feel like Wild 'N Out is like it's like a trap card. You get as big as Wild 'N Out, but you can't get past that Wild 'N Out ceiling. And the only person I've kind of seen do that is DC Young Fly. And that's kind of. But I don't see DC Young Fly being like, DC Young Fly is really big in like one market, one comedic market. But I don't see him, you know, expanding what he is. You can always get more followers, and I mean, I know he's breaded up, and he's probably like, I mean, bro, he's set for life. But I'm saying, not even a guest star. I'll be a guest star. DC Young Fly funny. DC Young Fly is hilarious. I'm not saying he's not. I would just hope that maybe what he does in comedy he wants to do, and that's his journey. So I'm not gonna say like he should want more for himself or anything like that. That motherfucker has one of the most successful careers in comedy and in like the online space. But I mean, like, I would love to see DC Young Fly like write something, like either like a stand-up or a show or a character, you know, or just see what he can do in the arts. But I feel like, you know, he just stays to one thing, and that one thing was good for like Wild 'N Out, and in his like circle of like things that he does, it was good for that. But I think that it would be hard to pivot to like something else. It's okay, dead end being on Wild 'N Out. There's no progression. I'm not gonna say a dead end because like everybody who was on Wild 'N Out, mostly everybody, like, I mean, they make money, like their lives are good. But isn't that a majority of online comedians? Yeah. Yeah, but again, like, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, for me personally, I know my journey isn't to be like just an online comedian on social media. But if somebody's journey is that, bro, good, bro, good for you. And I'm not here to knock nobody's whatever path somebody wants to be on. Me personally, I want to go on to more traditional media. I want to write like some shows, like my own show. I want to write my own show, and then I want to write, like, I have a bucket list. I just want to write an episode of Family Guy. Like, maybe not even an episode. I just want, like, to write a joke that Family Guy uses. But that's my journey. That's what I want to do. Eventually, I want to, like, lean off the content shit, and then y'all see, like, my works of art more so in traditional media. What kind of show you want to make? I want to make a couple of different ones. Like, I know I want to make one, like, a grown-up version of Adventure Time. Maybe not as raunchy as Family Guy. Like, if Adventure Time is here and Family Guy is here on their ends of the spectrum, I want my show to be like not even in the middle. I want it to be like 70-30, like leaning towards like the Family Guy type of comedy. But also just something that's like just good, like the story is good, and like it's got like it's still got a goal and shit like that. Not gonna lie, I thought you were gonna say grown up version of the Amazing World of Gumball. That too. Like, I would love to do like an Amazing World of Gumball show. But see the difference between like a Gumball and Adventure Time is, even though Adventure Time seemed random a lot of the times, it still had a cohesive story. You know what I'm saying? It still had like a thing it was going to. And like there's obviously like some cohesive parts of Gumball. But that was more like just, what are we doing today? I just would love to see Tony shit on a comedy show. It sounds so awesome. That's my goal, bro. That's the goal. Maybe some stand-up. It's about that time, bro. And I got some shit written down. I've got some shit written down for stand-up. I've got like a cool 5-minute set. It's not polished, but I got a cool 5-minute set. And then like maybe some acting. I don't want to be no Denzel, Leonardo DiCaprio type. Like, I'm not trying to make the movie of the year and be the lead cast role in it. I want to, like, I'm cool being like coffee drinking number 5, man, just to be in that. Go on, Kill Tony. Now, I wouldn't do Kill Tony. At least not in like right now. Like, I would get way more polished, and then I would get on Kill Tony. Plus, like, I have like a different kind of like. The thing about me in stand-up and like other comedians who start from stand-up and grow in that lane is like, because I have an audience, I almost feel like I skip levels, and I don't like that. Comedy, especially stand-up comedy, it's very like earn your stripes type. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, bro, you gotta do stand-up in front of 5 people and they hate you, and then you gotta do stand up in front of 20 people and they fucking hate you, and then you gotta do stand up in front of 30 people and one of them like you. Then it's like, damn. And that's like what other comedians are like, you know? And I get it though. I get it. Like not everybody can start off with a fucking skit page. So when I do stand up, I'm gonna do that shit secretly. I'm gonna just pop up to some fucking hole in the wall. 20 people and be like, yo, can I go on? And that'll be that. And then I'll test my material out on them. And if they like it, I'll polish it even more. If they don't, I'll polish it even more. You know what I'm saying? Like, comedy is so hard nowadays because everyone is soft. I disagree. I disagree with that. I think that if we're speaking very honestly, you can make fun of everyone as long as you are making fun of everyone. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the whole point of comedy. It's not like if a comedian goes on stage, and this happened. I was at the Laugh Factory, and a comedian was doing really, really, really well, bro. Like, I was like, oh, solid set. And then he just threw a whole bunch of left field Asian jokes. I'm a comedian, bro. Even if I'm not a stand-up comedian, I understand the language of comedy. I just feel like if you're gonna make fun of a group, right? Make fun of all of the groups. Unless like you're Asian and you specifically have Asian jokes that like you can enlighten other people on. But I mean like me, like perfect world, bro. Black dude, white dude, Mexican dude, fucking non-binary person, right? They're all sitting front row and I just light them all up. Y'all are never on time. White dude, shut up. Mexican dude, man, hard ass worker. Let me get your ass some Modelo. Non-binary person, pick one. Fucking. And then everybody's laughing at each other with each other. That is what I believe comedy is. You feel what I'm saying? I don't think it's like, well, the funny thing about Asian people is, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, like, and then you just fucking just punch on Asians for a 7 minutes, like. But it's not demeaning when you're making fun of everybody. Yeah, and then once you make fun of everybody, bro, make fun of yourself. Like, I feel like that's what like the comedians that are like, oh, everything is so soft. Oh, you can't say anything these days. Like, no, bro, you're just punching down on a certain type of person only. And it's like, nah, what are we talking about now? That's not gonna be me. I got jokes for everybody, bro. I got shit in the clip for everybody. It's Tony Puerto Rican. Nah, I'm Albanian. I'm Albanian and Turkish, bro. Like, bro, my first joke is probably gonna be something about me looking like a terrorist. Yo, I know I look like fucking Osama bin Laden's son in a L'Oreal commercial. But don't worry, guys. The only thing I'm gonna blow up is this fucking set. Or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, was being a comedian your goal? Yeah, bro. I mean, I just like comedy, bro. So like anything that I can do in comedy. And then I want to eventually progress into like maybe writing like a serious show or a serious movie or something. Like I got an idea for a horror movie. It's super fucking horrific though. Saw a guy get on stage, first thing out of his mouth was a 9/11 joke. I mean, 9/11 jokes can be funny, bro. Again, if you do it right. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, enough time has passed about 9/11 to where it's like, all right. But you have to remember, there's also certain jokes that belong to certain, like, people. You feel what I'm saying? I don't really love it when British people make fun of school shootings. That's not, you see what I'm saying? Because that's not something they experience. That's not something that they know of. I'm not gonna like get offended and be like, you shouldn't do that. I'm just gonna be like, that's not really something, like, it's just not funny coming from you. Like, it don't make me mad. I'm just not going to laugh if I hear somebody, well, at least my school, you know what I'm gonna be like, all right, like, whatever. But the same way, like, if somebody is an American and they make that joke, like, they know what it is. We all know, bro, schools, like, if we go outside, there's like a, hold up, you know? And because it's like a shared thing that Americans do, Americans experience, it's funnier when it comes from us. That's the thing about comedy, is people try to say jokes and do jokes where it's like, it's not gonna offend me. It may offend somebody, but it's not gonna offend me. But the joke just isn't that funny coming from you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not. That's a terrible thing to share. What's a terrible thing to share? Oh yeah, I mean, yeah. But that's the thing is comedy comes from pain.